In the world of sophisticated interior design, few names command as much respect and admiration as Martha Stewart. Her signature approach to home decorating has long championed the artful blending of vintage treasures with contemporary elements, creating spaces that feel both timeless and refreshingly current. This distinctive style philosophy, mixing old and new with intentional grace, has become the gold standard for those seeking to create homes that tell personal stories while maintaining modern functionality and aesthetic appeal.
Welcome to Rustic Elegance. Let's embark on a journey through the beauty of rustic decor, celebrating the warmth, simplicity, and natural charm of this timeless design.
Mix old and new decor like a pro. Martha Stewart's Vintage Modern Home Secrets. The secret to Martha Stewart's enduring influence in home design lies in her ability to see beauty in both heritage pieces and cutting-edge contemporary design. Rather than adhering to rigid style rules or following fleeting trends, her approach celebrates the harmony that emerges when carefully chosen vintage elements dance with sleek modern pieces. This sophisticated balance creates interiors that feel collected over time, professionally curated, and deeply personal, spaces that evolve organically while maintaining their essential elegance and warmth. What makes this vintage modern approach particularly relevant today is its inherent sustainability and investment value. By thoughtfully incorporating quality antique and vintage pieces alongside well-designed contemporary furniture, homeowners create spaces that transcend temporary trends while building collections of meaningful objects. This methodology not only results in more interesting, character-rich interiors but also represents a more conscious approach to consumption, one that values craftsmanship, history, and longevity over disposable decoration. As we explore Martha Stewart's time-tested strategies for mixing old and new, You'll discover how to apply these professional-level techniques to create your own sophisticated, story-rich living spaces. One, the art of blending antiques with modern pieces for everyday living. Layering history and minimalism. How to balance antique charm with sleek lines. To master vintage modern decor, pair timeless antique furniture pieces with modern minimalist silhouettes to create visual harmony. Use a vintage console table beneath a sleek wall mirror, or combine a rustic cabinet with a streamlined sofa. This contrast between ornate detailing and clean, modern lines creates dynamic visual interest. Focus on natural tones like warm wood, brushed brass, and neutral fabrics to keep the aesthetic cohesive. When styled with balance, this combination reflects both classic elegance and contemporary sophistication. Choosing statement pieces. When to let vintage take the spotlight. Letting vintage furniture and accessories shine is a key part of elevated home design. Choose a hero piece like an antique armoire, a mid-century chandelier, or a hand-carved dining table to serve as the visual anchor of the room. Surround it with soft, modern neutrals and understated accents to highlight its character. These decorative focal points offer a sense of story and craftsmanship that newer items often lack. Mixing eras keeps the space dynamic while ensuring it doesn't feel outdated. Creating harmony, color, scale, and placement in mixed decor. To successfully mix vintage and contemporary home styles, color and scale must be considered carefully. Use a neutral base palette with colors like cream, taupe, soft gray, or muted greens to unify old and new decor. Match the scale of furnishings so large vintage pieces don't overpower sleeker modern accents. Group items with similar tones and finishes for a layered, intentional look. Placement is also key. Anchor antique items where they're most visible, and let modern pieces fill in supporting roles. This thoughtful balance creates a timeless, elegant home interior with lasting appeal. Two, curated home styling. How to tell a visual story with vintage and modern finds. Design with meaning. Infuse character with collected decor pieces. A well-decorated home tells a story, and blending modern decor with personal vintage pieces makes it truly yours. Incorporate heirlooms, antique market finds, and Martha Stewart-inspired collectibles alongside contemporary furniture. Showcase old clocks, framed handwritten recipes, or pottery that has sentimental value. These elements offer personality and a curated feeling that no catalog-bought space can match. Balance these treasures with sleek lines and modern materials like glass, metal, or lacquered finishes to prevent the space from looking dated. Shelving and display tips. Mix books, antiques, and modern decor. Shelving is the perfect canvas for a vintage modern decorating approach. Arrange leather-bound books, ceramic vases, brass candle holders, and modern abstract art together in tight clusters. Use odd-numbered groupings and vary item heights to create visual rhythm. Incorporate decorative boxes or woven baskets to add texture and hide clutter. Install LED shelf lighting to highlight both old and new elements while adding ambience. Visual flow with mixed styles, creating continuity in eclectic interiors. A successful blend of old and new depends on creating design continuity throughout your home. Choose a few consistent design threads, such as color accents, wood tones, or material finishes to repeat across different rooms. For example, carry brushed brass from an antique lamp in the bedroom to drawer pulls in a modern kitchen. Echo curved silhouettes in furniture or artwork across spaces to tie it all together. These subtle visual cues help your eclectic home decor feel unified and harmonious. Martha Stewart often emphasizes the importance of cohesion in her timeless home styling principles. The most sophisticated vintage modern homes employ what designers call the golden thread approach, a consistent element that weaves through every room, whether it's a specific wood tone, metal finish, or color family. 3. Soft colors and textures, bringing warmth to modern vintage interiors. Neutral foundations, the power of soft whites, beiges, and dusty pastels. Neutral colors create the foundation for a successful vintage modern interior design. Soft whites, warm creams, and dusty tones like blush, sage, or powder blue create a sense of light and serenity. These hues work well with both modern furniture and vintage decor pieces. They allow ornate carvings, antique patinas, and intricate textiles to stand out subtly without overwhelming the space. Using these soft tones throughout the home helps maintain a cohesive and calming atmosphere. Tactile harmony, mixing linen, velvet, and natural wood finishes. A mix of tactile elements is essential for bringing coziness to modern classic home designs. Blend linen drapes, velvet throw pillows, cotton slipcovers, and natural oak furniture for warmth and texture. These finishes soften sleek modern architecture and highlight the charm of older pieces. Choose materials in muted colors for a timeless, layered look. Tactile contrast also helps separate zones within open concept layouts. Subtle layering throws, rugs, and cushions that connect old and new. Add softness and charm through layered textiles across seating and floors. Use Persian or faded vintage rugs, paired with plush modern ottomans or low-profile coffee tables. Top chairs with chunky knit blankets and scatter floral or striped cushions to bring energy and visual interest. Choose patterns that reference historical styles, but are updated with today's palette. Layering different fabrics is an easy way to connect eras and add depth to any room. This mix-and-match strategy embodies comfort-driven yet stylish home decor. Four, room-by-room styling, applying vintage modern decor across the home. Living room magic, combining modern sofas with antique finds. The living room is a great space to showcase a mix of modern and traditional home design. Start with a contemporary sectional in a neutral color and add vintage side tables, ceramic lamps, and a gilded mirror. Incorporate gallery walls with a blend of antique paintings and modern line art. Use a neutral area rug to ground the space while keeping it warm and inviting. The goal is to let both the old and new pieces enhance one another. Elegant kitchen styling, mixing classic tools with contemporary finishes. Kitchens can feel sterile when too modern, so bring in warmth with vintage kitchen decor ideas. Display antique crockery, copper pans, or wooden breadboards against sleek cabinetry. Add vintage bar stools or a farmhouse sink to soften high-gloss surfaces. Use open shelving to show off heirloom dishes or enamel teapots. These touches inject character into even the most streamlined kitchen layout. Bedroom and bath. Romantic meets modern for restful spaces. Blend romantic vintage styling with contemporary elegance in the bedroom and bathroom. Choose metal bed frames, scalloped nightstands, or floral wallpaper for vintage charm. Then add modern lighting, clean line dressers, and streamlined storage for balance. In bathrooms, use pedestal sinks, brass fixtures, and clawfoot tubs with minimal glass partitions or stone counters. This curated contrast creates luxurious yet lived-in spaces, perfect for relaxation and daily rituals. Private spaces like bedrooms and bathrooms offer unique opportunities for more personal vintage modern expression, as these rooms typically receive fewer guests and can accommodate more intimate, eclectic combinations. Five, timeless decor tips inspired by Martha Stewart's signature style. Embrace quality over quantity. Thoughtful pieces that stand the test of time. Incorporating timeless interior design principles means focusing on fewer, higher quality pieces. Opt for solid wood furniture, handmade textiles, and well-crafted vintage accents over disposable decor. Prioritize function and craftsmanship to ensure your space looks fresh year after year. Choose investment items like a classic dining table or an heirloom quality rug. These staples form the foundation of your decor and evolve effortlessly with seasonal updates. Celebrate everyday elegance, mixing function with aesthetic. Practical decor can also be beautiful when chosen with intention. Use vintage trays, wicker baskets, or ceramic jars to organize while adding texture. Add a folded linen napkin at breakfast or a fresh-cut flower in the guest room for a welcoming touch. These small moments elevate the everyday and reflect graceful home living. By merging elegance with usability, you create a home that feels both inspiring and livable. The concept of everyday elegance recognizes that the most beautiful homes are those that function beautifully for their inhabitants' daily lives. Seasonal transitions, simple swaps to keep vintage modern fresh. Keep your space vibrant by changing seasonal home decor elements while maintaining your core vintage modern aesthetic. In spring, add botanical prints, light linen throws, and pastel flowers. In winter, switch to rich velvet pillows, candles, and brass candle holders. This rotation helps your decor feel new without constant overhauls. Martha's seasonal styling approach encourages celebrating the time of year with simple, beautiful touches. These easy updates make your home feel thoughtful and evolving. Successful seasonal transitions in vintage modern homes involve identifying which elements can change and which should remain constant. Typically, major furniture pieces and significant vintage investments stay in place while textiles, accessories, and botanical elements rotate with the seasons. Conclusion. The enduring appeal of Martha Stewart's vintage modern approach lies in its fundamental respect for both heritage and innovation. By thoughtfully combining carefully chosen antique pieces with contemporary elements, you create spaces that honor the past while embracing the present, homes that feel collected rather than decorated, personal rather than generic. This sophisticated balance requires patience, discernment, and a willingness to invest in quality pieces that will serve you well over time, but the results speak for themselves in spaces that grow more beautiful and meaningful with each passing year. As you begin implementing these time-tested strategies in your own home, remember that authentic vintage modern style develops organically through careful curation and thoughtful editing. Start with a few key pieces that speak to you personally, then gradually build your collection as you discover treasures that complement your existing elements. The most successful vintage modern homes tell stories through their objects, each piece carefully chosen for its beauty, functionality, and ability to contribute to the larger narrative of gracious living. The true magic of mixing old and new lies not in following rigid formulas, but in developing your own discerning eye for quality, proportion, and harmony. As you practice these principles and refine your personal aesthetic, you'll find that your home becomes a reflection of your values, celebrating craftsmanship, honoring history, and embracing the beauty that emerges when different eras dance together in perfect balance. This is the lasting gift of Martha Stewart's design philosophy, creating homes that are not only beautiful but deeply meaningful, spaces that nurture both the spirit and the senses while standing as testaments to thoughtful, intentional living.